Stop everything. Ray J just got arrested after allegedly pulling a gun on Princess Love and threatening to kill someone, and the entire thing was captured on a live stream that he started himself. I'm not talking about security camera footage or police body cam. Ray J literally went live on social media at 4 in the morning on Thanksgiving, loaded what appears to be a handgun on camera, threatened multiple people, including Princess Love.
What you trying to do? Take my kids?
I'm getting my kids.
Okay.
And the whole chaotic incident played out in real time for everyone to see. The audio of their children crying is on the recording. Princess accused him of being a woman abuser, a man confronted him and nearly got shot, and police sirens can be heard approaching in the background. This is one of the most unhinged celebrity incidents I've ever seen, and I'm going to break down everything that happened, what led to this moment, and what this means for Ray J's future.
Drive drunk, princess.
Right, you just
Drive
pointed,
drunk.
You just pointed a gun.
Drive drunk.
So here's what went down early Thursday morning, November 27th, which was Thanksgiving. According to TMZ, who obtained the live stream footage, Ray J went live from inside his home in Porter Ranch around 4 in the morning. Right from the start, you can tell something is very wrong. Ray J immediately starts ranting that he's having the worst Thanksgiving in the effing world. He's claiming that someone is trying to take his kids away from him and that he's being threatened. The energy is completely manic. He's pacing around, he's angry, and you can see he's at a breaking point. Then, things escalate instantly. Ray J appears to grab a handgun off a table, and you can see him loading the pistol on camera. Let me repeat that. He loads a gun on his own live stream while thousands of people are watching. He says, and I'm quoting directly from the footage, "If these Nas step foot close to this door, I'm going to blow this f*** away, bro." He storms off camera at that point, and moments later, you can hear him yelling at someone off screen. He's ordering them to get out of his house and accusing them of trespassing.
Get the f out of here. You're doing my house.
The whole vibe is extremely volatile and dangerous. That's when Princess Love walks into the frame. She says she's taking their kids and leaving. And this is where everything absolutely explodes. Princess is apparently holding their 4-year-old daughter Melody, and she starts accusing Ray J of pointing the gun at her. She repeatedly tells him, "You pointed a gun at us." Ray J fires back, saying that Princess and her cousin are drunk. Princess does not back down. She claps back at him, calling Ray J a woman abuser right there on the live stream for everyone to hear. The tension is insane at this point. Seconds later, a woman and a man enter the scene.
You're not taking my son.
Ray,
I know you're not taking my son. Hey, don't
I call the police.
Hold on, bro. I swear to God, I'll shoot the f out of you.
The man, who appears to be Princess's cousin based on what Ray J said earlier, confronts Ray J directly, and that triggers an absolute explosion. Ray J snaps and yells, "I'll shoot the f at you." The camera gets knocked down or set down at that point, but the audio keeps rolling, and what you hear next is genuinely terrifying. Ray J continues threatening the man, shouting, "I'll kill you," followed by, "Get out of my house before I shoot you right now. I got a gun on me." And here's the part that's absolutely heartbreaking. You can hear a child crying in the background. Their kids are right there witnessing all of this.
Shoot me right now. Take my son. No. I hate you over the here, bro. Get the f out of here. You're doing my house. Hey.
Then you start hearing police sirens approaching in the distance. From the audio, it sounds like officers arrive and begin securing the scene. You can hear them describing the home layout over their radios, which is what cops do when they're clearing a potentially dangerous situation. It also sounds like Princess is speaking to an officer and explaining what happened. At one point, she says, "My son told me there was a gun on the table," but the audio gets muffled after that.
Okay, there's a balcony to my left, a room to straight ahead. Okay, so I'll hold this and then you guys just scoot up and bump up, okay? Ready?
Law enforcement sources confirmed to TMZ that cops got a call around 4 in the morning to a residence in Porter Ranch. The call came in as a possible domestic violence incident involving threats. Officers arrived, cleared the residence, and took the suspect into custody. Ray J was arrested and booked at a Los Angeles area jail on a charge of making a criminal threat. His bail was set at $50,000. As of right now, TMZ reports that they reached out to reps for both Ray J and Princess Love, but neither side has issued an official statement yet. Now let me break down why this live stream aspect makes this story so much worse than a typical domestic incident. When celebrities get into fights or domestic situations, usually what happens is someone calls the police, there's a report filed, and then the public finds out about it hours or days later through court documents or TMZ sources. But Ray J decided to broadcast this himself in real time. He made the choice to go live at 4 in the morning, show a weapon on camera, make threats, and let the entire world watch his life fall apart. That's not just a lapse in judgment. That shows someone who is either completely out of control, having some kind of mental health crisis, or both. Think about what was going through his mind. He's angry, he feels threatened, he thinks someone is trying to take his kids, and instead of calling his lawyer, calling a friend, or trying to de-escalate the situation, he decides to go live on social media. He wants the world to see what he's going through. He wants people to witness his breakdown. And now that footage exists forever. His kids are going to see that one day. Melody and Epic are going to grow up and be able to watch a video of their father loading a gun, threatening to kill someone, and their mother calling him a woman abuser while they're crying in the background. That is absolutely devastating. People on social media have been reacting to this live stream footage with complete shock. Twitter has been going crazy since the news broke. One viral tweet with over 60,000 likes said, "Ray J really live streamed his own arrest. This is the most unhinged thing I've ever seen." Another popular comment read, "The fact that the kids were right there crying and he still didn't stop. This is sick." A lot of people are pointing out that this isn't just about Ray J and Princess anymore. This is about child safety. Multiple comments are saying things like, "Those kids need to be removed from both of them immediately. This is traumatic." But there's also a section of people who are trying to defend Ray J, or at least understand what pushed him to this point. Some comments are saying, "He clearly said someone was trying to take his kids. What if Princess was actually trying to keep him away from them?" Another comment read, "I'm not excusing what he did, but he sounds like a man who's been pushed to his breaking point." One person tweeted, "Mental health is real. Ray J needs help, not jail." So there is some sympathy out there, but it's definitely the minority opinion right now. Most people are horrified by what they saw on that live stream. Now let me give you the full context of Ray J and Princess Love's relationship, because this has been building for years. They got married back in August 2016, and if you watched Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, you know their relationship has always been turbulent. There were good times, don't get me wrong, but there were way more bad times. They've broken up and gotten back together multiple times. They've had public fights on the show, and the most infamous incident that everyone remembers happened in November 2019. Ray J left Princess stranded in Las Vegas while she was 8 months pregnant with their second child. They were in Vegas for an event. They got into an argument, and Ray J literally just left. He took a flight back to Los Angeles and abandoned his pregnant wife at a hotel. Princess was humiliated, devastated, and she posted about it on social media. The internet absolutely dragged Ray J for that. People were calling him immature, selfish, and a terrible husband. That incident essentially ended their marriage, even though they tried to reconcile a few times after. They officially separated in 2020, tried to work things out during the pandemic in 2021, and then Princess filed for divorce in May 2022. Ever since then, it's been a nasty custody battle. Court filings have shown both sides accusing each other of being unfit parents. Princess has made claims about Ray J having anger management issues and being emotionally unstable. Ray J has accused Princess of trying to alienate him from his children and using them as weapons against him. It's been ugly, it's been public, and it's been going on for over 2 years now. So when Ray J says on that live stream that someone is trying to take his kids, he's talking about this ongoing custody battle. In his mind, he probably feels like Princess is using the legal system to push him out of his children's lives. And whether that's true or not, his response was to grab a gun, threaten people, and broadcast it to the world. That's not going to help his custody case. That's going to destroy it. Speaking of which, let's talk about what this means legally for Ray J, because he's in serious trouble. He was charged with making a criminal threat, which in California is covered under Penal Code 422. To be convicted of this crime, the prosecution has to prove that Ray J threatened to kill or cause great bodily injury to someone, that he made the threat with the intent that it be taken as a threat, and that the threat caused the person to be in sustained fear for their safety. Based on what we can hear on that live stream, where Ray J explicitly says, "I'll kill you," and "I'll shoot you," the prosecution has pretty strong evidence. Criminal threats can be charged as either a misdemeanor or a felony, depending on the circumstances. If it's charged as a misdemeanor, Ray J could face up to 1 year in county jail. If it's charged as a felony, he could face up to 3 years in state prison. Given that there was a weapon involved, that the threats were made in front of children, and that everything is on video, I would not be surprised if the DA decides to pursue felony charges. Ray J is currently being held on $50,000 bail, which honestly seems low given the severity of what happened. He could post that bail pretty easily if he hasn't already. But here's the thing. Even if Ray J beats the criminal charges or gets them reduced, the damage in family court is going to be catastrophic. Princess's lawyers are going to submit that live stream footage as evidence in their custody case. They're going to show the judge a video of Ray J loading a gun, threatening to kill someone, and terrifying his own children. No judge is going to watch that and think Ray J should have unsupervised custody. I would be shocked if he doesn't lose significant custody time, if not all of it, after this incident. And let's talk about the fact that Princess called him a woman abuser on that live stream. That's a very specific accusation. She didn't say he was a bad husband or that he has anger issues. She said woman abuser. That implies there's a history of physical or emotional abuse that we don't know about. Now, Ray J has never been charged with domestic violence before, as far as public records show, but that doesn't mean nothing has happened. A lot of domestic abuse goes unreported or happens behind closed doors. Princess saying that on camera, in the middle of this chaotic situation, makes me think there are things about their relationship that the public hasn't seen. People are also talking about the man who confronted Ray J, who appears to be Princess's cousin. That guy showed a lot of courage stepping up to Ray J when he had a gun, but he also put himself in serious danger. Ray J explicitly threatened to shoot him multiple times. If that man had made one wrong move, if Ray J had actually pulled the trigger, we would be talking about a murder right now instead of an arrest. That's how close this situation came to being a complete tragedy. I keep thinking about those kids. Melody is 4 years old, and their son Epic is 2 years old. Melody was being held by Princess during this incident. Epic was somewhere in the house. They both heard their father threatening to kill someone. They heard their mother calling their father an abuser. They heard the screaming, the crying, the police sirens. That is trauma that those kids are going to carry with them for the rest of their lives. And the worst part is, it's all documented on video. They'll never be able to escape it. Some people are saying Ray J needs mental health help, and I agree with that. Something is clearly very wrong. Whether it's the stress of the custody battle, whether he's dealing with depression or anxiety, whether there's substance abuse involved, I don't know. But loading a gun on a live stream at 4 in the morning on Thanksgiving while your kids are in the house is not the behavior of someone who's thinking clearly. That's someone who's in crisis. But here's where I get frustrated. Ray J has resources. He has money, he has access to therapists and lawyers and publicists who could have helped him navigate this custody battle the right way. Instead, he chose violence and chaos. He chose to terrify his ex-wife, threaten her family member, traumatize his children, and broadcast it all to the world. I have sympathy for mental health struggles, but at a certain point, you have to take responsibility for your actions. And Ray J's actions on Thanksgiving morning were inexcusable. The internet is also bringing up Ray J's history in the public eye. He's been famous for over 20 years. He's known for his relationship with Kim Kardashian and That Tape, his music career with hits like One Wish, his reality TV shows, his business ventures with electronics and other products. He's been through a lot publicly, but this might be the lowest point of his entire career. This is the incident that could define him going forward. When people think of Ray J 10 years from now, they might think of this live stream before anything else. And what about Princess Love? If everything she's saying is true, she just went through an absolutely terrifying experience. Her ex-husband pointed a gun at her while she was holding their daughter. She had to call the police. She had to watch him threaten to kill her cousin. And she had to do all of that while trying to protect her kids. That's traumatic. She's probably going to need therapy. The kids are definitely going to need therapy. This is going to have ripple effects on their family for years. On the other hand, some people are questioning Princess's actions too. Why did she and her cousin go to Ray J's house at 4 in the morning? Why was her cousin there confronting him if the situation was already volatile? Was she trying to take the kids without Ray J's permission? We don't have all the answers to those questions yet. The live stream only shows part of the story. There's context we're missing about what happened before Ray J went live and what the custody arrangement actually is. What happens next is going to be really important. Ray J will have a court date for the criminal charges probably within the next few weeks. The judge will review the evidence, which includes that live stream footage, and decide whether to pursue this as a misdemeanor or felony. Ray J's lawyer is going to have a very difficult job trying to defend this, because again, everything is on video. You can't argue it didn't happen when thousands of people watched it live. So here's what I think. Ray J needs to be held accountable for what he did. He needs to face the legal consequences. He needs to address whatever mental health issues he's dealing with. And he needs to understand that his children's safety has to come before his anger and his ego. Princess needs support and protection. And those kids need to be in a safe, stable environment away from this chaos. Comment below and tell me what you think about this situation. Do you think Ray J should lose custody of his kids after this? Do you think this was a mental health crisis or just reckless behavior? And what do you think Princess should do next to protect herself and her children? I want to hear your honest thoughts on this because this is a complicated situation and there are no easy answers. If you want to stay updated on this case as more information comes out, and trust me, there's going to be a lot more coming out in the next few days and weeks, make sure you subscribe to FAMELOOP Daily. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and smash that like button so I know you want more coverage of this story. I'm going to be following every development, from the court hearings to any statements from Ray J or Princess, and I'll break it all down for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.